What is up, Unison Gamers? This is Michael Sean from Unison Games Cafe coming at you with a little bit of the new Magic set. This is Dungeons & Dragons Adventure in Forgotten Realms, and we're opening 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 collector booster packs today together. I gotta be honest, I'm super excited for this set. I was a little stale on Magic, and even drafting was kind of getting a little old to me. I felt like Strixhaven, honestly, I did not enjoy that sealed format whatsoever. It was just like they really forced you into the houses, obviously. There were only 5. And then of those 5, one of them was extremely more powerful than the other. And so I was really kind of getting a little soured on playing a lot of Magic stuff. And then they followed it up with this set. And this set is fantastic. It's a ton of fun to play with. There's so many new mechanics, and I'm having a really good time with it. So if you guys have had a really good time with it, make sure you comment with what you've been playing, what you've been having a good time with. I'm super excited. But we're opening these collector packs. Now, each of these collector packs has 15 cards in it. There's a ton of foils, ton of showcase cards, and the showcase cards are actually really cool for this set because they kind of bring back if you now I'm not a big D&D guy. I haven't played a lot of D&D, but those of you guys that have played D&D are really going to appreciate a lot of this because you're really brought back into the world of the Forgotten Realms. They have modular lands. The lands come in and they look like the old modulars for D&D, the old-fashioned books, for those of you guys that aren't familiar with that term. Also, they have kind of like sketch art that might have been found in those books for some of the characters from the Forgotten Realms that have been now brought into Magic, plus your normal extended arts, foils, and all that good stuff. So let's crack these things open. I'm really excited. We're getting into it. I've got TCG Player pulled up so that we can compare some costs. Every pack does come with a double-sided foil token, so that's kind of cool. You find a Cursed Idol, Manticore, Soul Knife Spy, Dawnbridge Cleric. There's our 4 commons. Next we're going into some uncommons, Moonblessed Cleric and Red Dragon. Those are our uncommons. Then we get a foil land. One of the cool things about this set is all the basic lands have like prompts from D&D on them, which is really cool. All right, then we're getting into our regular foil card, which this time is a mythic, so we will look up the value. This is Demilic.
Bloop.
And we'll take a look at that. This spell costs 1 blue mana less for each instant and sorcery you've cast this turn. Whenever it attacks, exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery from your graveyard, copy it, and you can cast the copy. You may cast Demilic from your graveyard by exiling 4 instants and sorceries from your graveyard and additional paying its cost. Seems pretty good. I like that a lot. For a regular art foil of this card, if you wanted to purchase one right now, today, a couple weeks after the set is officially released, you would have to pay about $11 for this card. So I would say that's a pretty good card to have. I'm going to move those off camera a little bit, do a little bit of a spoiler there, and then put that up there. I like it a lot. Then we've got the Neverwinter Hydra. This is one of the commander cards from this set, so let's take a look at those because you kind of never know when those cards are going to be super valuable. Obviously you can read the card and see if it is. Looks like an extended art of this is going to be about $2, so that's pretty cool. I like that. It's pretty sweet. As it enters the battlefield, roll X d6s. It enters a number of enters with a number of +1/+1s on it equal to the total of those results. That's insane. Yeah, it has trample and it has ward. Cool. Instrument of the Bards is our other extended art. Now, if I'm gonna, like, for the sake of speed, just kind of like go through some of these. There may be some of these cards that I don't read, that I don't spend time on, that have value. I'll be sure to flash the value on the screen so that we can figure that out. Getting into our sketch cards, we've got Manticore, Hulking Bugbear, and then we've got some of these modular lands, and this is probably one of my favorite parts. Hall of the Storm Giants. It's a land. If you control 2 or more other lands, Hall of the Storm Giants enters the battlefield tapped. You can tap it to add blue mana, and for 5 and a blue until end of turn, this becomes a 7/7 blue giant creature with Ward 3, so it's hard to remove anyway. I really like this land. I think it's pretty cool, and it could even be a great way to close out some of your more like control decks, be kind of like a win condition. I could definitely see this being that. If you wanted to buy this card right now, you would be paying about $350. So that's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and give it a sleeve for that. Seems like it could be pretty helpful. And then I'm actually really pumped for not so much this card. This is cool though too. Null Hunter foil. And then we've got Cave of the Frost Dragon. So this is the white. All of these kind of have it's like a speed land that has something else to it. This one's the white one, blue. And for 4 and a white, the Cave of the Frost Dragon becomes a 3/4 white dragon creature with flying until end of turn. So the other one had ward, this one has flying, so some of these creatures actually have some elusiveness, which is pretty good. So Cave of the Frost Dragon foil. Where would we be at if we wanted to purchase this card right now on TCG Player? If we wanted a foil one, it would cost us about $450. So that is also pretty decent. Pretty good pull. I'm happy with that. Good first pack. We're going to speed it up a little bit now that we've really seen the layout of the pack. May not read as many cards. Like I said, if something is worth some money and I don't talk about it, I'll make sure I flash it on the screen. That way you guys know what's up. Okay. Here we go. Find the Path, Horde Robber, Paladin Shield, Mordenkainen's Polymorph. We've got one of the new class cards that are with this, an enchantment that you can level up. Barbarian class, Fly, Forest. We've got a white. We've got Cloth's Will, another one of those commander cards. Vorpal Sword, pretty interesting. Bloop. You can pay like a bunch that if the equipped creature does damage, they lose the game. Rime Shield Frost Giant. Arborea Pegasus. Westgate Regent. Baleful Beholder is our foil. Pretty sweet looking. I like it. And then we've got Forsworn Paladin as our extended art foil. Pretty sweet. Makes treasure tokens right on it, which seems like it could be pretty good. I like it. Let's move on to our next pack here. All right. Got a foil dungeon there. You find the Villain's Lair. Arborea Pegasus. We just got the sketch art for that. Spoils of the Hunt. Devoted Paladin. Ray of Frost and Temple of the Dragon Queen. Island. Volo. Guide to Monsters. Whenever you cast a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type with a creature you control or a creature card in your graveyard, copy that spell. Pretty sweet. Kind of like the opposite of a tribal deck. Immovable Rod. There you go. Pretty sweet. Teleportation Circle. Pixie Guide. I like Pixie Guide a lot. Grant an advantage. If you would roll 1 or more dice, instead roll that many plus 1 and ignore the lowest roll. I really like that. Cridle of Baldur's Gate. Zolto Fire Giant Duke. Jin Windseeker. I really like. This is one of my favorite commons in the set. Pretty sweet. And Triumphant Adventurer. Death Touch, as long as it's your turn, it also has First Strike. Whenever it attacks, you venture into the dungeon. That seems like it could be pretty good. Not really what white and black generally want to do. We got that Boo token. There we go. And a treasure token on the other side of it. +2 Mace. Bar the Gate. Jaden Sellsword. Baleful Beholder. We saw the showcase of that. Power Word Kill. Wild Shape. And our foil land is a mountain. Here we go. We've got Hand of Vecna. There's a couple Vecna things in this set. Pretty interesting. Vengeful Ancestor. Sweet. All right, the Book of Vile Darkness. The books are generally something that is worth a little something. Of course, they're mythic, which is, you know, that's gonna help with the cost. But if you wanted to get a Book of Vile Darkness, like this, extended art, you would have to be paying about $3, maybe $4, between $3 and $4 at the beginning of your end step. If you lost 2 or more life this turn, create a black zombie. Exile the Book of Vile Darkness and artifacts you control, named Eye of Vecna and Hand of Vecna. Create a Vecna legendary 8/8 black zombie god creature token with indestructible. It gains all triggered abilities of the exiled cards. Now, one of these books got banned, and I don't remember which one it was, so I'm going to look it up. So the Book of Vile Darkness is not the one. It's actually the white book that got banned, and it didn't really even get technically banned so much as it was gotten rid of on Arena, just because it became like a really degenerate deck. But maybe we'll see that later in the video. We got Boulette here, Goblin Javanir. We got a white, a Direwolf Prowler, Minion of the Mighty, which is a card I really enjoy, and that's the foil of it. It's pretty sweet looking. I like it a lot. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Okay, we got Spare Dagger, Clattering Skeletons, Arborea, Pegasus, Bull Strength, Guild Thief, Reaper's Talisman, a Plains, into Icing Death, Frost Tyrant. Okay, so this is a mythic. It's one of the, I guess they would be called Elder Dragons, even though that was, something that maybe Strixhaven also called their dragons. But, these are some of the most sought after cards. So if we wanted to get an Icing Death, Frost Tyrant, if we wanted to purchase this card right now in foil, it would cost us $4, which is all right. And Flying Vigilance, when it dies, create a legendary white equipment artifact token with a quick creature gets +2/+0. Whenever a quick creature attacks, tap target creature defender player controls with equipped to. I actually believe that I have a token for that over here. I do. There it is right there. Icing Death, Frost Tongue. So when the creature dies, you get the sword. Pretty interesting there. I like that a lot. Plus, it's a pretty good dragon already. 4/3, Flying Vigilance for 4 mana. That's not bad. Let's see what else we got in this pack. Ride the Avalanche. Froghemoth. I love it. Direwolf Prowler. There's a red dragon for us. Adult Grold Dragon.
Bloop.
I like this card. It's 5. It's got Flying Lifelink and Haste, and it's a 4/3. And that's just like it's very simple, but I really, really like the way that card is designed. Pretty sweet. Loathsome Troll. The Deck of Many Things. Okay. Pretty interesting. The Deck of Many Things. It's 2, and you tap it. Roll a d20 and subtract the number of cards in your hand. If the result is 0 or less, you discard your hand. So, a little bit risky. A little bit risky for sure. Extended art foil for this card. You would be paying between $5 and $6 for this. If you get a 1 to 9, you return a card at random from your graveyard to your hand. From 10 to 19, you draw 2 cards, and to 20, put a creature card from any graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. When that creature dies, its owner loses the game. That's wild. That's really wild. Seems like a lot of fun. Could be pretty risky, obviously, but it seems really, really interesting. I like it. I like it. Very flavorful for sure. We're going to go ahead and sleeve that one up. Got a lot of pretty decent cards. Like I said, if I miss one, don't worry. We'll flash the price across the screen. Guinevere, cool, and a spider. All right. Compelled Duel, Leather Armor, Potion of Healing, Earth Cult Elemental, Dungeon Map, Cridle, a Mountain, Hall of the Storm Giants. So this is one of the regular lands here. Hall of the Storm Giants is pretty cool. I think, did we see the... Yeah, we did. There is the old module version of it. Hall of the Storm Giants regular foil. Let's see how they compare. So the other one was like between $3 and $4. The regular version of it is actually not very far behind that, because the lands are actually kind of playable. They're not bad. So if you wanted this in foil, you would be spending like $150, $2 for that. So that's not terrible. We got Death Tyrant here, Forsworn Paladin, Baleful Beholder, Mimic, Gelatinous Cube. Cool. I wonder if Gelatinous Cube has any value just because people love the Gelatinous Cube so much. Gelatinous Cube, the old sketch, not worth anything, but kind of fun. Neverwinter Dryad and Den of the Bugbear. Cool. So we got another module art there. Den of the Bugbear. Let's see what that's going for right now. In foil, too. So Den of the Bugbear in foil is not too bad. It's not too bad. If you want a foil of this card, you're going to be spending between $7 and $8. Which is pretty cool. Got some pretty decent stuff here. That Neverwinter Hydra, yep. Honestly, that first Demilic might be the best one. I like the module lands are pretty awesome as well. So there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am really enjoying this set. I hope you guys are too. If you want to see more content for this, be sure to like this video because that really helps us to figure out what you guys like, and that helps inform what kind of content we make. So if you guys are really enjoying Magic stuff, be sure to like this video so that we can get some more Magic stuff to you as well. But this has been really cool. Thank you again for watching this video, and we'll see you really soon in the next one.